really kind of walk away. He's through Nibia and then the ulti. So the zone control and terrain that they can create could cause problems for Mingo's comp going into this game.
Definitely. So we are on the Rift and looking at a pretty standard 5-point for both teams.
This is win or go home.
Yeah, no messing around
for
here.
Glacial Esports.
Oh, we do need to update our in-game scoreboard here. We'll get that fixed for you guys in just one quick moment. It is going to be a Mountain Drake for the first one. We'll see if we get another Infernal Soul. One of the games was Infernal Soul. What was the next one? Game 1 was Infernal.
I want to say Cloud.
Okay.
But everybody has Cloud in their most recent memory of what Soul it was because
yeah,
that's the one that stings you.
Sucks.
Yes. Yeah. And if it stings you, you'll remember it. So ask anybody, what was your last Cloud Soul you got? Or I'm sorry, what was the last Drake Soul you got? Everyone's going to be like, I think it's Cloud because they'll remember hating that they got Cloud.
Quiet start to this game. I like both teams taking this game very seriously.
All eyes are on Jarvan Try. What can this guy do? Is he going to full clear and match the pace of the Karthus, or will he up it up a notch and look to be active early? What lane will he look for? I know a taunt on Gnar could result in a death. I know a stun on Seraphine in the mid lane could result in a death, so it's all about Jarvan and his proximity here.
Yeah, I'm wondering how aggressive he's going to be in this early game, or if he's going to go for clear. I mean, he should be looking for something level 3, right?
We'll see if he passes Wolves. That'll be our first give. Looks like he's taking Wolves.
He's taking them.
So he could go red and then gank. I don't know if he'll kill Raptors before red because red, you know, he's already 3. He can use Raptors for 3.
Yeah.
I don't think you kill Krugs this early as Jarvan. I think you go red into gank. So we'll see if he passes Raptors. That's my next question. I think he will. Okay, so we can look for him to be active on the map right after this red. You want the full red duration when you are looking to start trouble. He could be conservative and take his other red camps, but I think he wants to be the first one to the river. Whereas Karthus is very happy to be pathing away from the Jarvan at this point in the game.
Yeah, definitely. So what Karthus needs to worry about is if J4 looks for the double scuttle.
Oh, Rascal Dog looking to get aggressive, but it is
Rascal Dog, you're going to get
Red,
baited.
the EQ flash. Rascal Dog will flash to look for the kill, but he's getting ticked. The red buff from Popang. Is it enough to kill? Does he have another Dragon Strike? He does. Another Damashian Standard.
Oh, and the flag right down on his head there for the kill. First kill going over to this Jarvan.
Yeah, and he did do the 3 camp in the red, in the gank, and what do you know? The timing was perfect. It was Popang looking for the solo kill angle. I believe he would have gotten it, maybe, if Jarvan hadn't been there. But already Popang showing himself on the map, getting that kill, putting Glacial on the board. Karthus getting bot crab. Good look for a look. It's going to be on Naut. The Karthus shows Naut hook will land on Galio. That's going to be the focus traps. Or the feather call. The ignite will burn. And that is Sly Lego going down to the ignite on the Nautilus.
A great gank there for Karthus. Saw the opening, took it, and it paid off. Great.
Yeah, Sly Lego, I think, could have flashed knowing, okay, this is Karthus's answer to my J4 kill, and all I have to use is flash. I think you flash there if you're Galio. I missed, I think, a Blade Caller, I believe is what it's called, for Xayah. Hit him. It might have been too much CC and damage too fast for his flash, but I think as soon as you see the Karthus there, if you're Sly Lego, you can flash a Naut Q and feel happy about it, that you know that the trade play only got your flash, whereas your jungle got a kill.
Yep. So already 1-1 this game, even gold, and pretty much even in CS all across the board.
Yeah, I don't expect many farm leads to occur, other than you could expect maybe Karthus to get a camp lead on Jarvan, just in the nature of how he clears versus Jarvan. So
definitely. That's
where I'm looking for a natural advantage to occur, but until then, I think it could be an even game state until we start fighting over neutrals again. See Zemsta up here, has a nice 4-minion freeze. I think he's faking that recall because I don't think you need to use your TP. Okay. He'll have to TP to catch these minions, and who knows? Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, he will.
I think
So
that's the right play.
he bought a pickaxe, so maybe he's looking for an item advantage, but now Nar has a free recall where he doesn't have to TP. He already used his, so. Pickaxe first on Shen tells us he will be getting a Hydra and probably be going Titanic and possibly even Titanic Rush. I've seen this on Urgot as well. Some of these top laners adapting their builds as we have nerfs and buff coming into some of the mythics. Pretty interesting to see a Shen, you know, building damage.
So Jinx dropping down a pink there, and perfect timing because Karthus is looking here, so they should spot him out. Oh, and here comes the TP.
Flash hook will miss, but the TP's coming in, but Popang on Darwin is already here, so they're going to turn on the Seraphine, but she lands a two-man charm, and that could be Jinx going down. She's low. Shen is here, and we have one member behind enemy lines. Who is that? It's Popang, the Jarvan.
Oh, and surprise, Anivia TP as well.
TP here, so it's a full-on 4v4. Who will drop first? It's Adam Suki, and a 2-for-1 for Glacial Esports. Make that 3. Make it possibly 4 for Glacial
4-for-1
Esports off the back of a couple TPs and a really nice Anivia play.
Hey, what did we say about the TP plays this game?
Yeah, in numbers, you said, Chai, you could see 2, 3 TPs showing up to any given fight. So when that Nautilus hook goes wide, maybe reconsider your play, but they saw the TP was deep. The Jarvan looked to turn. The Jarvan turn looked kind of insane for a second. The Seraphine charm was big, but it was the Anivia follow-up as well.
I think this Anivia is now extremely scary. 3-0 Anivia at 7 minutes. Seraphine cannot get hit by a Q in lane. Coming back to lane with a lost chapter already, and a tier, and a dark seal.
So
man,
Galio on the roam top into taunt into taunt, and then Nar just dies. So Glacial just doing it all over the map, doing it better.
Not only that, but I just realized Nivea already had the dark seal for that play. So 6 stacks on the dark seal, and the lost chapter. He is strong right now.
Yeah, and that is kind of all you need in a game like this. We were talking about the compositions, how they play into each other. Now the clock that your Seraphine and Karthus want to have has just been shortened extremely due to 3 kills going over to Anivia. Now it could be a situation where she completes Mythic, and then it's 1 stun is kill or just complete control of zone in fights here. And the Cataclysm will come down on a Seraphine. She's flashless. She is super dead there. And we talk about the mid-jungle 2v2. If it becomes this easy to gank mid,
yes, this
then
game
you have
looks
a way
scary
to win the game.
This game is scary for Mingos already. 5 kills up for Glacial Esports and about 3K gold almost. We have Infernal Drake coming up in 3 minutes 40. And yeah, man, this is already Glacial just, coming ahead real quick in this game.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a tough one. Like you said, there is that clock, though. I mean, if Adam Suki and...
this is a lot of damage.
Oh, my lord.
You just cannot get caught in that Anivia storm right there. If she has you slowed, it's just a matter of landing her stun. If it lands, you are dead. She drops crazy damage. I'm pretty sure she has money in the bank.
Oh, yeah. That's 10 stacks on the Dark Seal. Will we see her pick up a Morello's? I mean...
Imagine.
Oh, my. That's what I meant. Oh, man. I thought there she was going to hit the stun and Seraphine was going down. Are they going to go for the dive here?
They could return, no flash, right? So Charm will hit Jarvan as he goes in. So it could be a trade, but the Shen ulti.
Oh my. Okay. There they secure 1.
1 for 1. Okay, I guess you take that. 2v2 will emerge in the bot lane. Who's going to win this? The target is Jinx. She's ignited the flash ulti from Zaya, but the Galio ult will come to answer it. They do take down Jinx, a TP to cover, and that's a positive play for Mingos here. Chandler Clark picking up the kill.
Okay, so a little bit of response around the map, picking up a kill on Jinx as well as picking up that kill on Popang. But I don't know if the 1 for 1 mid really means anything for Mingos because the kill going over to Anivia and, getting away scot-free for her. So she is just really
Nautilus hook onto Sly Lego, but he will be able to slide his way out, but it doesn't matter. The 2 members will drop already from Mingos, but Adam Suki will take 1 back, so that's a 2 for a 1 now.
Flashed over the wall, but the perfect placement for Adam Suki there to clean up the kill on Popang.
And they thought they had Sly Lego caught out, but he just slides out of that one, and it ends up being a 2 for 1. But what I would disagree with, as we see just fights breaking out everywhere. Look at this Anivia control here, forcing Seraphine to just float away. Not going to chase in a fog of war just yet. One thing I will say is anytime you trade 1 kill for a Karthus kill, Karthus kills are worth more than regular kills.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're going to win this game, you need kills on your Karthus for Mingo. So I think they'll take any 1 for 1 that results in
Karthus picking somebody up.
Yeah. I think that's like one of their last hopes in this game, if I'm being quite honest.
Anivia with the Leandries already, as well as that filled up Dark Seal, so...
She's stacking books, she's stacking tears, she's collecting the tears of her enemies and putting it in her book.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what more could you ask for an Anivia at 11 minutes? As we see Jarvan, we'll get the EQ combo interrupted, and Crab will go towards the other team.
This does not feel like 11-minute game. Like,
no.
This game has picked up fast, and it's not stopping anytime soon.
And Chandler Clark with the Blade Caller, tags Jinx, she's forced to flash away, so the Nautilus ulti bops her up, but she's far away.
Okay, they need to watch
enough.
out Jarvan on his way.
Shen ulti coming up soon. Jarvan will go in over the wall. He's in a 1v3. He's looking to take out Karthus with that electrocute, but wait a second, maybe stepped a bit too far.
Yes, unfortunately, he's looking for Chandler Clark there and lost vision, so couldn't get the Cataclysm. Or actually, Cataclysm is on cooldown. I wonder if he didn't realize, and he was gonna.
I think he's trying to lethality one-shot him and get out, and maybe just didn't calculate the damage properly. Otherwise,
he didn't hit. He had no vision. He didn't hit the.
Oh,
he didn't hit Chandler there. He only hit
Adam Suki, right?
Gabe. I can't. Their names. It's like that's just their straight up names.
They're not your real names.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
All right, guys, let us know. Are those your real names or not?
No. What's the over/under on the real names? Like, they really aren't. I could just tell. Anyway,
I could just tell. They're too nice of names. They're A-tier team. A-tier names.
Like, look how similar they are, though. Like, Chandler Clark and Gabe. I don't know.
No.
They're fake. They're just fake teams. Anyway, we do see a game developing in the favor of Glacial as Drake number 2 will go down, and that means Ocean Soul try. So,
oh yeah,
rejoice. It's a pretty fun soul to watch.
Dude, I think that is an incredible soul for this Anivia to have here, as well as Karthus. So I think Glacial Esports needs to make sure they try and secure these.
I think Ocean Soul is better on the. It's better if you have like War Drinker Sterix champions that are hard to kill. The Anivia is like, if you kill her, you'll probably kill her, if that makes sense. Like, she's a champion where she'll be dead to rights.
If you get your hands on her, she's dead.
Yeah, despite like, and there's no real poke that gets mitigated. There's a bit of poke, but
right from Karthus, from the Seraphine, if they're A-ramming in the mid or over a dragon, there is quite a bit of poke there. Like Q on Xayah, Seraphine, Karthus, Gnar Q even.
Yeah, but Ocean Soul, just an extremely valuable soul, no matter what comp you're on, so I'm with you on that. And we have to see, so now Jarvan is on the top side, and Karthus is here on the bot side, so we're looking at 3v2 for Mingos here. And Adam Suki is, in fact, ahead about 22-21 CS. Keep that pace. And actually, you need to grow that lead on Jarvan, because I do believe it is on Adam Suki to carry this game.
Yeah, I think so. He does have 3 kills. He has 103 farm, so he is doing well with his farm, trying to pass this up, or pass the rest of the team up in CS. So if he can get to that point where Karthus can get, then they do have a chance here. Glacial kind of slowing down a bit here.
Nautilus opening up on Jinx with an ulti, but we see a scuffle mid, and I think Nixmatic will burn, but in the 2v2, they don't kill the Jinx down. It's getting turned, multiple TPs and Shen ulti. Taunt will go wide, it got flashed. The Karthus ult does a bit of damage, but it's Glacial Esports who are going to win on this front. They just have the TPs, they have the Shen ulti. It's really hard to deal with that Jinx in lane.
They
Can
need
the
to be
blue
careful.
members,
They
can
see
Mingos
Karthus coming.
taunt will hit, and that's Chandler Clark going down to Zemsta.
Oh no.
They
Karthus
are
is gonna
continuing.
clean up maybe.
This could be a few Karthus kills, Adam Suki, but he gets hit by the heroic entrance, and he will go down. How many lives can he trade? It's one so far, and it will just be one. So Glacial wiping the map again. Yes, you're trading back one kill to Karthus, but their playmaking, their globals, the Shen,
Yeah.
the TPs,
I mean,
it's
that
just
was an
too much.
unofficial ace there, so.
Everybody died there?
Seraphine died in mid. She burned
We
to
saw
that,
she burned.
but she was not dead when the rest of the members went down, so it didn't count as an
I
ace.
saw in the feed, I knew Seraphine
Yeah.
burned, but I did not expect Nard to also go down with, and I'm not sure how that.
Jarvan top, maybe? Did he go down? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just
Okay.
based. I saw everybody. Oh, it did?
It
Oh,
said ace. So
Holy
everybody died.
Boxers confirms it did say ace. I didn't even see that. I
Confirmed
think
ace.
J4 took out Gnar top lane while all of that was happening. I just was looking at the mini-map. I saw everyone coming out of base and a lot of cooldown timers. So
Tough to catch all 10 members in their activities when
it's all happening at once all across the map.
Yeah, thanks, Spectator, for just not getting it all. One day we'll have a team of Spectator gurus who are catching everything, panning,
Yes.
boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom, making it super, you know, high in the air when the time is right. But we see a possible 2v1 pop hang. The Dragon Strike combo will land. The Cataclysm comes through, and it's too much damage for Rascal Dog to even transform. And he will go down.
Someone needs to take down this Nivea.
Taunt landing on the Karthus. Big damage coming in from the Jinx. She has nice traps in that cut. It's hard for them to get through. They will just face tank it and lose one right off the rip. That's Karthus going down. Drake's up in 40 seconds. We see Galio was looking for a Justice Punch in a taunt, but the space is cleared by Mingos, but they still lost their jungler, and their top is just spawning now.
So Nivea did pick up the Magi's with 14 stacks on it now. So 8-0, really, really scary. You do not want to get too close to this Nivea.
Pop hang, looking to run down Chandler Clark. Look at that damage with the Dragon Strike combo. She flies in the air but burns while she's there. That's a kind of a one-shot.
Drake up in 10 seconds, and they're still looking in this jungle, and they're going to pick up Nautilus as well.
Yeah, so when Drake's coming up, this space just belongs to Glacial. So if you're walking in there, if you're looking for vision, if you're killing a warrior, you will die. That is their space.
Yeah.
That is their map.
Oh my god, again, it's happening all over the map. Zensta picking up the kill.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Just
these guys
soloing
are,
the Gnar down in his free time. I mean, yeah, he used his flash, but Gnar had
But
nowhere good to go. And it's Drake number 3.
Glacial Esports with a huge lead in game 1.
And this is the Glacial Esports that beat Mad City.
Yes.
To remind everyone, last week they came out here and they took the undefeated #1 reigning champions and they beat them out in a best of 3. So we know Glacial is the real deal, but it doesn't stop me from saying win or go home.
Yes.
But we do see a bit of a 1v1. I think Shen can get this, but does he
my
die
gosh.
on the way out? A little bit of juke and jiving, blue suede shoes.
Oh,
with the blue buff
man.
here.
Oh,
Left, right,
man.
middle, center.
Styling on him.
And he gets out just with the left-right tango. I love it from Zemsta here. He's smurfing on this Shen.
Oh yeah, that was some fancy footwork. if I've
Popang,
ever
watch
seen
his
it.
damage. The EQ. Okay. The electrocute. The Prowler's Claw. That is too much damage.
That is so much damage. I cannot believe it.
He can't keep getting away with this try.
How much longer can that damage stay into this game? I mean, this feels like a 35-minute game. We're at 19 minutes right now. Like, the team, Glacial Esports is so far ahead.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I don't know if Mingos can bring this game 1 back. I think they're going to have to look for game 2 and 3. I mean, this is a really, like you said, Karthus maybe, but the rest of the team is really, really far behind.
Yeah.
And Glacial Esports is really, really far ahead.
And they know how to play it too. They have the tools. They have Jarvan,
Yes.
Galio. They know when to pull the trigger. They seem to know which space belongs to them. And they just
And
have...
Popang here, oh my god.
This is just the EQ, the
Oh,
auto.
oh.
Wait.
Oh.
He didn't finish the job, but he goes back in, and it's another dance battle, but he should drop to the car. Wait, he stopwatches. Can we get another Dragon Strike
Oh,
combo? Goes down to Zaya, but the Galio all comes in. Nautilus will go ahead and hook him. It could be a point of focus for Mingos as they are grouped here. The Gnar is here, the Seraphine is here. Can we look for a big charm possibly? We see Taunt come in.
Jinx is not here, but I think they win still.
A lot of damage to the Knot. There's the charm onto Anivia. She's compromised. She has to flash. She's down to in egg. This is the chance for Mingos to win a fight. They will advance for it, but the Jinx Rocket hits him right in the face. And the fight is turned. Anivia will drop, but it's Zemsta. He's doing a lot of work in the front line. He's actually happy to take this 2v1.
Oh, and Jinx.
TP coming in, but Jinx takes the plant over, looking for traps.
Gets
on
Adam
Suki. It's a face-off. It's a brawl, and she will take a ton of damage, but dip, and one taps the Gnar on the way out. Will not drop, and now we're seeing a 2v1 where Zemsta, he's just never, ever done. Okay. And that shot will come out and miss.
Oh,
Seraphine,
no,
flash.
no.
Oh, answer flash from Jinx. The auto's coming in. It's big damage. And Zemsta, he's not done. He's still not done. He will clean up that Seraphine kill.
The flash is there. I want to take one more look at this, but I feel like I got to wait because I don't even think the action is over. The rest of the team is rolling up, but these two look so confident.
Jinx with the speed.
They're going for more.
Oh, the Gnaw hook goes wide, hits a minion, which puts him in death range. But Chandler Clark goes ahead, takes the heads up.
Here comes the TP.
We're looking for a Blade Call. Blade Call on Shen can kill him.
Oh, Gnar's here. It's all over for Zemsta.
Okay.
A little too much confidence in Glacial Esports there, but man, let's take a look at this play here. The way this played out, excuse me, with the flashes is great.
Yeah, I think Nick Swantek understands how desperate his team is and would like to get that bounty on the Jinx. I mean, if that E lands, you're looking at a kill. And we see Lamelia here will flash past the Blossom, the Blooming Blossom from the Seraphine. And yeah, flash for flash, but you take that. And I was saying Zemsta, I think he's got a death
We
wish.
see some action going on here live. They're looking for Popang. Is he going to get away?
Oh, Rascadog
Nice.
tried to interrupt the Dragon Strike combo with the Gnar ultimate, and that would have been a clean get, I think, if he would have pulled that off, but timing not quite there. And it just seems that Glacial had one more of everything. That when Shen ults, he gets there a bit faster than Gnar. When they have the TP first, it just happens. And it looked like Mingos needed to take that fight. It looked like a possible angle. They got a Nibia egg. Oh, Popang is just in everybody's business.
He really, really is right now.
Oh, Jinx tagged up by a spell. There's a little bit of poke damage for you to try. They're going to have to get this Ocean Soul in 40 seconds to deal with that. And I think Mingos flip the entire game here and try and win a 5v5. If you get Ocean Soul,
I think it's their own. I think it's their only chance. They have to look for something here.
Oh, couple recalls.
It's the Desperado play. They just got to go for it.
They have numbers here.
Anivia TPing back to mid. They're making sure that they get back to this dragon as soon as possible. So I think they had a split second to look for something. I don't even know if they realized that recalls were going.
Yeah, we don't know. It's tough to say that they should know everyone recalled and to look, but I think they did have a window that possibly they didn't have the information on, and now they're all exposed. They're lined up together. My eyes are, I'm looking for a Jarvan Galio combo on multi-members here. That just wins the fight flat out. I think if they walk lined up here, all in the same river corridor, they are subject to a nice combo. So watch this Galio, the Jarvan, EQ combo, the ulti. Galio is just going to look for a two-man taunt on the backside, and this has to be good for Glacial, but the Karthus ultimate could do a ton of work. And is it blue team actually turning this, getting multiple kills? And where it is? Where is Anivia? She's already down. Who is this rezzing? It's Popang. The Shen ulti comes in, but it doesn't save his life. And I thought,
man.
Now against all odds, Mingos win that fight. I lost track of Anivia. She must have gotten an insta-gib, but I thought between the Jarvan angle and the Galio angle, ooh, hook will land on Zemsta. Is this the ace angle? No, because Seraphine is alive, and so is Zaya. Oh, it is the ace angle for that team. That's, what am I even talking about? They ace, they get Drake number 4.
Crazy, crazy turnaround on that play there. So actually, I keep forgetting about the replay, guys. I'm so sorry. So I didn't catch it. Karthus dies literally before the fight even starts, and then just hits like 4 Qs on 4 members and then ults, and it's just over for Glacial Esports.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Suki, he has to do that every fight then. However they dealt with Anivia, whether it was Karthus Qs or maybe just bad positioning by Keto Azura, which would be surprising. They need to recreate that and just keep, you know, going at it. You can't give this soul over. You have to fight over every Drake. And now we see Glacial upping the pace because major cooldowns were just exhausted for them to win that fight.
Right,
So
Baron.
yeah, Glacial upped the tempo of the game and say run it back. And the rush actually works. So we see TPs coming in. They are late. We'll have to see if Glacial wants to take the fight or if they will disengage. The option is theirs.
I think they want this fight. I don't know.
Watch Popang taking a ton of damage. We'll go
Oh, big
in.
ulti.
Look,
Oh!
Cataclysm. But the Galio ult's not there. Is this peel back? I don't think so. Jinx is getting excited with the rockets. And member after member falling for Mingos. And is this the Jinx Penna? That's why you draft the champion.
Come on.
Nick Swan
I'm rooting for you, buddy.
He has 10% HP and he's loading away. I believe it will only be a Quadra. But Zemsta, this guy doesn't know how to end a play. He's just going and going. No matter his HP, I respect that. Trying to get the
Give
penta.
this man the penta.
Trying to get the penta for the homie here as they will crack the turret. The zap will land. And one auto. Back Galio. Would it have been a penta? I believe so.
I don't know.
Everybody was still dead. Oh, cards salty. Number check.
Oh, okay.
Not big enough yet. Not big enough yet. He's only at 2 items. He needs 3. Oh, Nautilus hook landing.
Oh, Nautilus needs to be careful. I mean, the rest of the team is coming.
You know Zemsta's down with this, though.
Wait, the Karthus TP.
Oh, so Karthus is around. Oh, no. And he gets a big shutdown on Jinx. It's Galio next. He will use Zanyas to stop the taunt from hitting. And we did see Zemsta killing Nautilus before he dropped, but that's a 2-for-1 off of, nice Karthus TP.
So a huge Quadra kill for Jinx there. Wow.
Yeah, and she's 4 items. I mean, Jinx and Anivia, we talked about it in draft. Everybody's kind of popping off for Glacial, but when it's all said and done, those 2 members both can 1v9 these fights. Popang with his build is kind of a kamikaze. He usually gets one on his way out, but then quickly drops. I think Karthus is producing more than Jarvan at this point in time.
Most definitely. I think that at this point in the game, Jarvan has done what he was supposed to do in the early game, and now he just needs to look for those big ultis. But they need to be careful of the Karthus because he is very, very impactful in these fights. Even that fight at Baron that Jinx ended up getting the Quadra kill, Karthus did so much damage that the fight could have been turned, potentially. So they definitely, I don't think it's just a win for Glacial Esports. No. They do need to be cautious. They need to make sure they're not making any more mistakes. But now, Jinx and Anivia and even Shen, so huge. I mean, look at the scoreline here. Let's take a look at these stats as well as items. I mean,
it's 11,000 gold at 27 minutes, so it's getting a bit later, but 11,000 is just so much to come back from. So a lot of times you just look at that gold lead and you say, hey, I mean, we're going to have to flip this game at some point. If they can do it again with the Karthus, that would be, their only hope. So I think it'll all go down at the Drake fight here in a minute. Looking at top TPs, Shen doesn't have it, but he doesn't need it, and Rascal Dog does. So these two can continue to kind of duke it out up here and wait for that Drake to spawn. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's a fight over Prio and Vision as it's under a minute before next Drake comes. Okay, bit of tension here, fighting over Vision. We know these comps can kind of snap onto each other at the blink of an eye as, Popang, he went for the combo, but he missed it, so he gets hooked in by Nautilus. The Galio ult will come in and follow him up. The Shen ult might have gotten disrupted if that's what that wanted to show us. Jinx getting tagged up by the Naut ulti. It's a front to back, but the Karthus ult is going to help everybody on every front. We see a duel here in the mid lane between the top laners here. Who could get help first? Nick Swantek coming up. Rascal Dog is running away from Nick Swantek, though. He will use his Stride Breaker to get away. Boomerang slow. And I think Nar can get away here. He'll use a hop, he'll use a plant. But what is the kill trade? It's 2-for-0 for Mingos. They find a third. And I don't even think the Jinx... Ooh, he's going for some greedy rockets here. The Naut hook will land, and Mingos coming back in this game. Finding a couple frags to set up Drake number 2.
Yes, that 11K gold lead is now only 8K. Like I said, Glacial Esports cannot be messing up at this point in the game. It is not a secured win. And what do you know? Mingos making big plays right there.
Yeah, massive plays. It started with the Jarvan EQ combo being interrupted. So Galio ult went down on Jarvan, the front line engage, as Jarvan instantly dies. So you're kind of losing your peel value from the Galio ult if you're using it on Jarvan as he dies, right? And as we see the fight unfold, You gotta think it was tons of value coming out from Karthus and Seraphine because try we're getting to that point in the game where having this champion Seraphine on your team could just win you the game because she's that broken.
Man, okay, so I think Glacial Esports, you guys,
Win or go home.
Win or go home. They are so confident right now that I think they're making misplays that they shouldn't. They had lost that play, and then they kind of went back, and then for some reason Jinx went back when Nautilus was right there. I mean, they seem like silly mistakes to me. I mean, and it's easier said than done when you're watching as a spectator. You know, from our view, it's easier to see how these things play out when you're in the heat of the moment. But
definitely because of Fog of War, especially. I mean, when we watch this, we get to see the entire map. These guys don't get to see the entire map, as we see a 5-man pursuit onto Popang coming out of Mingos. How can it be answered? Eyes on Nautilus here, as he would be the engage for Mingos. It's getting peeled off, but good damage going down on a Popang. He's compromised.
Oh, no.
He'll turn and go in, but there's no Galio ulti. It's late. It's late. It hits the members in the Cataclysm, but they got the Jarvan GA. Hook will land here onto Anivia, who's already egg, and it's Mingos again, winning the front to back. Chandler Clark going deep. Zemsta forcing the taunt away, and another fight going over to Mingos.
Oh my god, this game is closer and closer by the second. Can Mingos bring back game 1 of match 2 for week 7? I mean, right now, they are closing the gap in gold by so much. And now, are they running to Baron right now? Is this going to be a Baron for Mingos?
You got to look at that timers, and yeah, it should be. I mean,
oh my gosh.
They need Karthus there, so they're a bit split. But is that Karthus TP?
That's Karthus TP,
That's next level technology.
Oh
Adam Suki is
God.
here to deliver the pain to Mr. Baron, and that's going to be Baron going over to Mingos here. Now watch that gold lead disappear even more. It was just 11K, a blink of an eye ago try.
And now it's 2.
Where were you when Glacial was up 11K? Now it's a game. And it's from, in my opinion, the Karthus. But yes, Chandler Clark is quietly improving in terms of KDA. He's staying alive. He's participating in the frags. I'm sure his damage is going to be great, as is Zaya. But really, Adam Suki on the Karthus just dropping the damage.
So much.
And I think, so Glacial's comp can either go all in with Jarvan Galio, or they could peel Jinx. And I think what they've been doing is going all in into the Karthus.
Switch it up.
And they could, they can maybe pivot to a more protect Jinx, protect Anivia, and peel disengage style, which makes it harder for Karthus to find value, because Karthus loves when your whole team is diving on his team. He'll just die, no problem.
Yep, I think that pivot, in hindsight, as you said, I think it's a great decision to make at this point in the game. I mean, if you did it 11K goal to go, you could still be up on this team maybe, but now we're looking at a 2K gold lead for Glacial Esports. It's 2 Drakes to 3, and Mingos with the Baron buff right now.
And dare I say, Jarvan is falling off. You asked?
He's been falling off.
You asked how long is his damage going to hold up? Because we saw he was one-shot, and he was making a montage.
It held up to about 26 minutes, I think.
And then I think he's just kind of dropped off, and they need to use his Cataclysm now because his damage isn't there to one-tap. I mean, we'll see. He could prove us wrong. He's just building straight damage, though, and I think that is a risk you take going into the later stages of the game. And now it's map control Mingos. So we'll have to see if Glacial can actually assume a defensive position and execute the way they were in the early game, now that the game is virtually tied up.
I think the game plan for them was to win this game much sooner. You know, like as far as we're talking about the Jarvan build and things like that.
Right.
The hopes were to
Ace Jack, Zemsta, in a bit of trouble, will get chonked and walk away. It's all about river control here. Try Drake coming up in 21 seconds. This could decide everything. Who are your eyes on? I'm usually watching Popang.
I'm watching the Karthus every fight because he goes under the radar. When he dies, you lose track of him, and then I think he's doing 80% of the damage that we're seeing in these fights, but it's hard to keep track of.
So Glacial looking for a 5-man press mid and trading away the Drake here.
I think that's a worthwhile play. Maybe get that.
But now they have the inside track, right? The flank position. I mean, it's well aware. Like, obviously, Mingos is aware, but they could have used that, you know, positioning to maybe find a scattered fight, but they'll stick together. They will get mid inhib in exchange for Drake 3, and that's 3-3 Drake's try. What a game we got here.
Yeah, I think that's a great trade to take at this point in the game when they're looking for, like, what can we do? Mingos had Baron, so, you know, get that middle in him so we get the super waves back to kind of counteract a little bit of that Baron push that they have left in the bank. And I think it should be running out soon, if not already, right?
Yeah, so the mid inhib trade for Drake 3 is an investment into the Baron that is spawning before Drake 4 is decided, right? So you get mid inhib, you use that pressure to set up Baron. Baron is the key here. Baron wins you games. Everybody likes to, you know, like talk, like everybody, look for the word, like when you love something. Everybody like loves Drakes.
The dragons.
What is it? What is it?
Oh,
Fixates.
hello, guys.
Oh. Oh, trying to get me like pondering. Fixates. Everybody's fixated on Drakes because Soul. But like Baron really wins you the games. And if you get this Baron that's up in 2 minutes, you're probably going to be the team that gets that Soul. I think everything is pretty even. So, oh, Popang looking for the dive on Seraphine. He can't get the Cataclysm yet. He can't get it yet. Oh, he finally does, but he is dead. It's a 1-for-0. Mingos assume total control of the map, but not the worst
Glacial
time.
Esports getting nervous here. That seemed like a desperate play for Popang.
Yeah, just out of range. I mean, if that Cataclysm comes through, it's going to be Seraphine Flash. I think you Galio all on top of it. Seraphine flashes away. You walk away. You time that. Great job. But we see this full damage Jarvan has to risk his life to make plays.
But where was the rest of the team? Everyone was so far back. That was like a solo play that turned out. I mean, he thought it was going to be a pick, but the rest of the team was there.
Galio and Shen can both help him if he doesn't just die as he's going in, right? So I think the idea is that maybe use the globals to get the Seraphine Flash. That way she doesn't have to put this Baron fight. Because if you get that Flash, that would be massive.
Yeah.
His GA is up now, so it'll be even harder to track Popang because he will jump in and then instantly die, but he will res this time. So he'll be happy to have his GA. And another thing to add, not the worst time to die for Popang. There's no neutrals up. Yeah, you're giving pressure, but in terms of like times that are bad to die, not the worst. Back on the map with his GA, assuming some control. And it's Baron time. Adam Suki, let's check his items. He is at 4. He has a Void Staff completed. Designers to keep his E going. The Death Cap has come in. Karthus is saying, I can win us the game now. I bought my hat. And it's going to be up to, I think, the carries here now from Glacial. Kite Azure and Lamelia. You know, Jinx and Anivia can still win you these late games. When you draft these champions, it's sort of some insurance. If the game gets to this point, my Jinx can win it for us. My Anivia can win it for us.
Yeah, I think so. I think they really need to focus on kiting this Jinx. Anivia, included in that. Anivia, I think, needs to focus on kiting the Jinx. You can get that damage out. You can get the ulti down on members, but focus on keeping Jinx alive.
Yeah.
And do your damage as like a supplementary thing, and not like, don't try and go for the kills, because if the team goes down and Jinx is left alone, you have no chance.
Well, Baron is up, so fight for mid-trial begins. It's all about mid-lane push and then vision, right? If you can get control of pockets of vision, you can see plays open. Eyes are on Popang. Does Popang go YOLO? Do they look to steal and chill? Baron getting tagged up by the Karthus team, which is good, but it's going to be a fight. Everybody goes in. Seraphine instantly drops, but it's Baron over, so 1 kill for Baron. But here's the Jarvan Galio ulti. It's big. It lands on multi-members, but Rascal Dog is still alive. Chandler Clark is fighting and kiting, and the Karthus ult does so much damage. Rascal Dog ready to go in and clean the fight up. Anivia and Egg, Kite Azure getting ready to go down. Unless he can respawn and do some frogging-ish. No, not today. Chandler Clark picking up that last and final kill other than Zemsta. And that's Mingos with Baron now.
Man, the Karthus is just game-changing right now. The fight goes over for Glacial Esports, but then the Karthus ulti comes down, chunks 3 members so low that Rascal Dog can just hop in and clean up this fight.
And that was with Seraphine instantly dropping.
Yes, that is, yes.
Seraphine didn't even ult or flash, and they still won that fight. So insane. And this looks a bit off.
Ocean. Okay, so Ocean Soul going over to Mingos, and now they are looking really good for this game. They have Baron as well as wait, who got Baron there?
Yeah, Glacial got Baron.
Okay, these two members went down.
Okay, yeah, that's
I just was
spooky.
confused
That
for a
was
second.
spooky.
So, Soul and Baron over for Mingos, and they can start to snowball this game, I think. I mean, like you said, the clock was ticking, and now Karthus is just a monster, as well as the Zaya.
Yeah.
Chandler Clark and Adam Suki can win this game for their team as far as damage goes. So,
And Chandler Clark was really carrying that last fight. They won because of the Karthus ult damage and the way that turned the fight. But it really was Chandler Clark kiting it out. And once that damage came through, he was actually able to kill the targets he was kiting. And Gnar was able to come in with Mega after that as well. So they almost like let the fight disperse, let Karthus ult change the tide,
and then,
went back in.
Man.
Yeah.
And it worked like a charm.
Definitely. So Adam Suki on the Karthus looking to drop a couple bombs here. No Ocean Soul on the enemy team to worry about. He has it. And Papang finding Nick Swantek. She will flash. She will charm. 2 major cooldowns going.
Yeah, and the charm doesn't even hit. It takes out the Knight's Veil or whatever. Is that correct? I forget what that item's called.
Edge of Night?
Edge of Night, yes.
Yeah. It is a Veil, though, I guess. Karthus all coming to support Nick Swantek because he's in a 1v1 with Papang, who's forced to walk away because he is on cooldowns. So Karthus ult not resulting in too much here. They're going to have to wait on that cooldown before they do anything too major. But Baron and Ocean Soul doing a lot of work here. Chip damage on all 3 base turrets as Mingos are looking to strengthen their hold in this game. We see the Anivia with the wall. Zanya's at not the best time. He's just dead for that. Galio ult comes in, and the channel was interrupted on the bot side as well. So Galio, does he go down for this?
This is game.
Mingos taking kill after kill. They're just dropping to this Zaya here. Chandler Clark looking to clean up. They could go 3 inhibs here if they don't look to end.
So we've got 40-second cooldowns on 3 members for Glacial Esports. I have to say, this has got to be game.
Jinx wave clear? Is it
none of the
Wild
members
Turtle?
here have Baron still, unfortunately, but I don't know if I don't think they can keep up with this.
I mean, Jinx of all champions can kind of do this.
Oh,
it's crazy to say, but she walks too far. Chandler Clark will 2-tap Lamelia here, and that's Mingos winning. This was game 1, right?
Yes.
This Mingos winning game 1.
Damn, what a game.
For Glacial Esports, this is so huge. Now it's winner go home twice.
Twice. You're going home twice.
Go home because so if you are MEC Hysteria,